Hi and welcome into the course dedicated to Grunfeld Defense, which is one of the most aggressive openings for black against white's first move d4. The Grunfeld Defense arises from the moves knight f6, c4, g6, and then d5. In this video I'll show you the quick overview of this opening and its main ideas and plans. I'm Igor Smirnov, international grandmaster and a coach from the Remote Chess Academy, and it's my pleasure to welcome you in this course about Grunfeld. Now, as you may notice, black starts playing d5 and therefore he strikes in the center. And that'll be a long-term strategy of black to counterattack the white center. In the olden days, players just tried to defend while playing black, but modern players take more aggressive approach. They don't want to defend, they want to counterattack. And that is exactly what Grunfeld is all about. In the main line of Grunfeld, white plays e4, which creates this position. At first sight, it looks like white has these very beautiful pawns controlling all the center squares, and this should be to white's favor. But upon a bit deeper thinking, you may notice that all of the white's pieces are still standing on the first rank, while the white's advanced central pawns are not very well protected. Therefore, black can take advantage of this situation and start attacking white's central pawns. By doing so, he will turn these seemingly beautiful pawns into a weakness and object of an attack. How can black do this? First of all, black plays bishop g7, and this bishop really plays a critical role in this opening. First of all, it covers black's future castling position, and secondly, it exerts the strong pressure along this diagonal. In the future, it will be really painful for white, and in many variations, this bishop really captures either the d4 pawn or the c3 pawn or even that rook on a1. Although right now it seems like this diagonal is closed, but just on the next move, black is gonna play c5 to open it up. Let's think what may happen next. Well, we'll play something like knight f3, for example. By the way, in this video, I'm not showing you just all the variations and details. Here, my goal is just to give you the general overview of the main plans. And if you understand this, if you have this general understanding of the main plans, it will be really easy for you to digest all the particular variations. So, what is black going to do next? We know the general plan, it is to attack the white center. The black's bishop g7 plays an important role into this plan because it attacks the d4 pawn and indirectly the other white pieces along this diagonal. Black can increase the pressure by playing knight to c6, and these first moves of black are very typical, and almost in all the lines of Grunfeld, black is gonna play these moves: bishop g7, c5, knight c6. And after that, black is gonna castle and then continue attacking the white center. So let's think what may black play next. Where the bishop will go? Well, it's pretty obvious that the bishop really wants to go to g4, because in that case it will eliminate the eventual defender of the center, so this knight on f3, it will be pinned, and anytime black will be able to just capture it and then grab white's weak pawn on d4. So the bishop will go there. What about the rest of the black's pieces? Black will develop them according to his major plan. So the queen will go to a5, attacking that weak pawn on c3, and the rooks will stand on the central files, d file and c file, where it will potentially attack the white's weak pawns on these open files. Therefore, once all these moves are made, the black's position may look like this. Of course, this is not the actual position from the real game. I just want to show you the right setup of black's pieces. And this setup is applicable in different variations. And actually, that's one of the things that I really love about Grunfeld Defense, is that despite of seemingly huge quantity of variations, your plan is always the same, and your positions of pieces, your moves are oftentimes the same. So no matter what white do, oftentimes you just go ahead and play your moves. Another great thing about Grunfeld is that it is very much attacking opening. Instead of defending and holding the position, you rush into counterattack, and as you may notice, it can be really dangerous for white. Another good thing that I love about Grunfeld Defense is that these first moves of black can be played against any moves of white. So white has no way to hamper you from playing knight f6, g6 and d5. Because if you play Benko defense or some other defenses as black, there is always a way for white to sidestep this opening and avoid playing it, and you'll be forced to play something else. But with Grunfeld defense, you can always place these moves. There is no way for white to prevent you from playing so. So finally, if you play the Grunfeld defense well, you will have a very powerful weapon against white's first move d4, which is one of the two most popular moves of white, and therefore you'll be confident that in all of your black games against d4 you have a solid and at the same time a very attacking opening weapon as black. So in this video we have seen the main general ideas about this opening, and in the future videos we'll go through the particular lines of this opening, and I am and the good guy Alex Zapatov, who is a strong grandmaster and a true expert in Grunfeld defense, we both will show you different lines of Grunfeld, how you should play, what should be your plan, and what are the typical ideas of this opening. And then I'm pretty sure that your opening knowledge will be far better than for most of your opponents, and thanks to it you'll be able to win many games, which is my wish to you, and I'm looking forward to see you in the next lessons.